Hey y'all, so let's get into this Irv, Gotti, and Ashanti. I did watch something from Impressive. She talked about their relationship. She also did a documentary on Ashanti. I did not watch that, but she mentioned the documentary parts that was important to me in the video she did about their relationship. So I also listened to something about Irv Gotti, but I didn't hear the interview where he talked about first seeing Ashanti. But I think I did seen that in an impressive video, but I seen it a while ago, so it's not fresh on my memory. But from the gist of it, he's upset that he felt like Ashanti betrayed him. She didn't stay down. She also moved on and got into a relationship with Nelly. And yeah, he upset about it to this day, to this day. But I was seeing something that said that Ashanti said that they wasn't in love. I seen her say that they wasn't ever lovers. Um but I did see a title that said that Ashanti said that they never even had sex together. So that's weird to me. I'm gonna Google that real quick. Like, did she say that? Because it could have been some shit that sometimes people be making shit up. And I didn't watch that video. Um, I've been having trouble with my phone, but I'm about to get a new one soon. So, all right. I'm gonna start to do more readings, mostly because people been pissing me the fuck off. So I'm just trying to keep myself busy. I also built this. I'm really proud. I'm tripping. So yeah, if you look on my community posts, I like post a picture of it and everything, but I'm doing too much trying to show it and everything. But I'm so proud of myself. It's pretty sturdy too. It's real sturdy. I'm like kind of surprised that it came out so good, but it came out really nice. And it's very convenient. Very convenient. So yeah, I'd be quicker with the cars and won't be like looking around for them and everything. But yeah, so people been pissing me off, a lot of betrayal, a lot of backstabbing. Um, I think the most interesting part about the betrayal that I've been going through is that these people either have access to money or they have access to something, to have people like follow me and watch me and all this other shit. It's just really strange to me. It's really strange, and I feel you know, these motherfuckers about to turn me into a conspiracy theorist. For real, some real shit. But it's not even conspiracy at this point. It's not even conspiracy once you experience certain shit. It's like the shit was made real to you. But I ain't too worried about it. I'm just gonna have it motivate me to work harder. Okay. Uh All right, I'm not getting that. So when I put in Ashanti never had sex with Irv, what came up is that him claiming that he had sex with her before they recorded the song Happy. Dang, my glasses crooked. Don't mind my glasses, y'all. Okay. Um okay. Yeah. It's another thing about Ashanti. She's a Libra. And I believe Irv said that he was a Cancer. I didn't look up the zodiac sign, but I heard him say that. And that kind of makes sense to me. I feel like it's something about Ashanti that makes her like really attractive to men. And I don't even really, even though she's beautiful, but I don't think it's about her looks. I think it's about the way that she carry herself. I think it's um she have that like old school vibe, like that uh you could like this housewife type vibe, even though she's not, she's busy doing tours and all of that. So, but I feel like if you was in a relationship with her and the little time that you do spend with her, she give off that vibe, like she would be like a perfect housewife or something like that. But it do seem like she have a thing about people being obsessed with her. Like she had a issue with a stalker, and Irv is giving me very like obsessed. Like he just can't get over this. But I mean, to you would seem like it seemed like they was in a relationship to him, but she said that they was never lovers or whatever. But something about Ashanti give me the vibe that she could lie and look like she telling the truth. Like, cause I think that she tell like white lies, or lies that don't discriminate her, stuff like that. Um, So, her and her publicist already talked about it. Like, if they ask you about Irv, this is what you say, and she will stick to it, and she do it in a really well way. But I don't know. She has a quirk, something. I'm like somebody asked her about her relations in Dubai. She keep being flown out to Dubai. And they claim that it's her music, concerts and shit like that. So the interviewer asked her like, "Do you got a boyfriend in Dubai?" And she was kind of like hesitant to answer, and then she said no, and but she was like laughing, giggling a little bit. So I don't know. So let's start with Irv. Irv is a miserable person, like I'm gonna let the cards talk. What type of person is Irv? What type of person is he? What type of person? Oop, not that Messiah card come out. That's like expected. Okay, this one. Would I take this one? Yeah, I'm gonna take that one. Should I take this one? Yeah. Okay. These are the cards that was like sticking out. All right, let's go to the bottom. One day, y'all, I'm gonna get me a bigger desk. But I be manifesting the shit that I say. I told y'all I'm gonna have a setup. I got my setup. Green screen. I got my green screen. So now I'm just trying to manifest like a new house, a bigger desk, a better setup. All right. What type of person is he? Determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit. Ability to see things with fresh eyes. This is child eternal, but it giving me visionary type vibes. Like he is really good at seeing things that other people don't see. That could contribute to him being so well with like producing. Um, because like I feel like he could even hear sounds that other people can't hear. And yeah, so child magical, seeing the potential for sacred beauty. Yeah, see that? In all things, the belief that everything is possible. Yeah, and he has like he's pretty optimistic when it comes to himself and his success. Like he's a good manifester because he believe wholeheartedly in something. Like if he said that I'm gonna be the best that ever done this, like he has the willpower to actually manifest him being the best because his it's something about his belief. Like he it's not like the average person, you know, it's something that his soul actually learned over many lifetimes. Like he became like a master manifester just because he could envision something and believe so wholeheartedly that it will manifest, that it eventually do. So I feel like people around him would have seen him manifest things that they thought was like impossible. Like he said that he was going to do something and people was like, child, you ain't going to do shit. And then the next time you see him, he did it. He did it. Priest. That was child magical. Priest. Facilitates spiritual commitments, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. Hmm. Okay, what I'm actually getting from this card is that some of the reasons why he manifests things so quickly and easily is because oh shout out to the person that said something about my mic. I did do some testing and I noticed what you was talking about. So the mic should sound a whole lot better now. I changed settings and everything, so the mic should sound a whole lot better. All right, so it's because he willing to sell his soul for it. Like he one of those people that he use his hunger for money, fame, and success to justify very dark actions, very dark side of himself, make him suppress certain dark sides of himself because he's willing to Like any means necessary. Any means necessary. He willing to do what he have to do in order to get that position. And he could be cutthroat with it. Like he could be cutthroat with it. That's what I'm getting from this. Facilitates spiritual commitments, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. I'm also getting the fact that like he kind of see himself like in this type of like position. You see how the person is like kneeling and praying in front of him. He feel like he have divine knowledge, like, but in actuality he just have like secrets that he know, like he know behind the scenes. Yeah, it's giving me gatekeeper energy. So he have like behind the scene knowledge and stuff, and he feel like it's just so valuable because people are willing to pay money for it. People are willing to do anything for the knowledge that he possessed. That's how he feels about it. That's how he feels. So he really get a high, even though he feels low a lot, but he get a high from knowing something that other people don't know, being a part of something that a lot of other people is not a part of. Like he like exclusive shit. Like he get a kicked out. He get a kick out of being a part of some exclusive type shit, secret societies, all that other Holly weird bullshit that be going on. Um yeah, and this is tied into this Messiah card, came out reverse. Okay, y'all, when I get my money up, I'm gonna get me a computer with a better camera, but cuz I want y'all to be able to see these cards. I want y'all to be able to see these cards and shit. Okay, let's go. Exaggerate belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Let me read it to you again. Exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. He enjoys being a gatekeeper. And but he sacrificed so much. He sacrificed so much of himself. Okay, so and he doesn't value himself as much as he make it seem. He very insecure. Um he has a lot of internal issues. I think issues that stem from his childhood. Um like he doesn't really love himself. But that's why he placed so much value of who he is on what he have. Materialism, bank account, secret behind the scenes type information. Like he gets a kick out of it. And there's people in the industry that plays him like a chess piece. They push him in certain directions, and it's almost like they throw a bone and he go and chase it. He go and chase it immediately because he thinking that that bone is going to lead him into some uh god-like position. Like he trying to get to like what he think is the top. Not really realizing that they will never let him have too much power. But he has a imagination and a belief that's so strong that nobody can tell him that. Nobody can tell him that. But the people around him, some people that they might have like a lot of money, power and shit like that. Um, they look at him like a tool that they could utilize, and all they have to do, they feel like they have to do like very little. All they have to do, sometimes it's not even about money. They don't even have to dangle money in front of his face. They all they have to do is dangle like gossip, pretty much. Um, like, hey, let me holler at you for a minute. Like, so I know something. You know, it's top secret, so don't tell nobody. Those gonna make his senses perk up, you know. But they know this about him. He a sucker for it. And you know, if he was to be honest with himself, uh he will realize that a lot of times he got played by that one insecurity because they playing on the insecurity. They playing on his insecurity of losing his position, of losing his power, of losing his money, because he's very insecure about that. And they play on that because he don't have no values, no morals, and no nothing. So all they have to do is like breadcrumb him and he will do whatever. Exorcist card. This card been coming out a lot lately. Fear of facing your own demons. Then I got the bully card, reverse. Conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. Yeah. Yeah. I think that he can be both verbally and physically abusive. Not to everybody. Like people that he consider as weak, he will really punish you for it. Cause he felt like everybody should be like a shark. Everybody should be on the hunt. Everybody should be a predator like him. So if you're not a predator like him, he feel like it's in his right to destroy you, to devour you. I don't know if I did get the destroyer card. Releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for a new life. Like that's how he see it. This card came up upright. Like that's how he see it when he destroys other people's life. He feel like, you know, you ain't strong enough for something. Like when he treats somebody disrespectfully, he feel like, you know, it's because you're not strong enough to handle him. So, you know, what I'm actually getting, because I am going to pull some cards on his wife, his ex-wife, Debbie. Um, I feel like he was very abusive towards her, but he looked at her like she was weak, and that's why he didn't respect her. And I feel like he would even tell her this, like, you let me do this stuff to you. Like, you let me, you know, you not standing up for yourself. You not being strong enough. You not being, you know, this and this and that. So he felt like he had the right to treat her the way that he did. Scribe came out reverse, altering facts for plagiarizing others' work. Yeah, he actually steals a lot. Like when it comes to creativity, he steals a lot of ideals, lyrics, beats, all types of shit. So what he really good at is recreating shit. That's what he really good at. But when it comes to being original, he lost that. he lost that ability a long time ago. I think he lost it to his greed. It's almost like because his chakras are calcified, he can't access his own creativity as much as he used to be. So he turned to stealing. I'm actually seeing him in the office, like when he first like started to steal people ideals and creativity. Cause I feel like this is also something that he is insecure about. Cause he know he did it. Cause I'm feeling like before he did it, he really thought a lot about it. Cause he felt a way about it. He didn't feel good about it. I will say that he did not feel good, but he felt like it was what he had to do to continue to win. And he was more concerned about winning when he was going through that transition, spirit is letting me know that he was at a crossroads. He could have chose to step back and heal, and through his healing process, he would have had reawakened his creativity. But he succumbed to fear, and the fear made him do whatever it takes in order to stay ahead. Where my other water? All right, y'all. You know I need my water, so give me a minute. Yeah. So, mm, yeah. So he could have had, cause we all have like our superpowers and shit like that. Like we all have a gift. Um, you know what? Not all of us. Some people just born being agents, but um us with souls, yeah, we have gifts, talents and shit like that. And but you could lose those gifts. You can completely lose them if you're not taking care of yourself. If you're not taking care of your spirit, you won't be able to access the gift anymore. Okay. So, see, that's everything. I feel like it's something about his personality that I'm missing. But I feel like it's gonna come up in a reading, so let's just move along. Okay, actually, I don't think I want to use these. These. Mm, I'm feeling really good right now. I think it's because I'm using my gift. So when you find your gift and you use it, you feel really good when you get in the flow of it. All right, so tell me about. Actually, before we get into the relationship, I want to get like insight on Ashanti and her personality. Because I am curious about like what type of person she is deep inside. I'm splitting them and shuffling. Mm. Yeah, it's something weird about her in Dubai. Something weird. Something weird. I'm really feeling like it's no different than the what we heard about like the IG models, but I feel like she get more respect. Like she have more options, more choices and stuff, but there's something in the background to that. Like I feel like if you in the industry and let's say that you a celebrity, but your money is slow and everything, and you really need to make some money, you could call somebody in the industry and be like, okay, I'm willing to do a date, you know, just one date, but I'm not gonna do this. I don't wanna do this. I don't wanna do this. The person also had to like you could make more demands if you are a celebrity because they will pay more with a celebrity and you would have to do less, but you still doing what you doing, you know? So like and I feel like it's way more celebrities that do it than you think. That whole industry is really it's like a different world. It really is. But it's a thing. It's a thing. So yeah, so when you low on money for the women, they can get a date, you know, entertain that date and get a little change or whatever. Cause it's something about the man in Dubai. They really obsessed with like status and even bragging. Like they obsessed with bragging. Like they like bragging rights. So if they like rich men, they brag about being able to afford this celebrity. Yeah, child, I'm starting to even hear the conversations, even if they not speaking English or whatever. Okay, anyways, like they will really meet up together and be like, "Oh yeah, I just took this celebrity out on a date," and you be like, "You know who this is?" And like the more famous the celebrity, the more impressed people are. So it's a hierarchy thing, and you will be very surprised. You will be very surprised how many people sign up for this to get this money. And they willing to pay. Like if you are a celebrity, they willing to pay a lot of money. And you know what? It's also it goes both ways because there are like okay, let's say that Ashanti, another celebrity or whatever, they ain't making as much money as they used to. They be like, yo, I just want to make some quick money. They have their preferences. Hold on. Yeah, so like they will have references of clients. Like there's some dudes that they got a lot of money and a lot of power and everyday people don't know about them. But the people in the industry, they know about them. So some of them would even be like, "Yo, get me a date with him. Hook me up with him because I know that he ain't going to want to do too much. He's actually good company. I can actually have a conversation. He actually cute and stuff like that." So it goes both ways with the hookups. Like some celebrities will prefer certain people to do this with. So, okay, tell me about the relationship between Irv and Ashanti. Ooh. Mm, Okay, that one flipped over. See. Okay. First card that came out. I feel like it. I think he tried to abuse her, but I felt like there was times that he would like explode, like lose his temper with her, but she would kind of like shut down. Like he would yell at her and she would kind of like step back and maybe even disappear. Like she would leave and not answer his calls and stuff like that. That would kind of like make him crazy. But then he would like maybe send like a whole bunch of flowers to her house or something like that, being apologetic. But the way that she handled him when it came to his temper, because he has a temper, is that I think that's what drove him crazy, because the way that she handled him. Like I feel like with his wife, like maybe she would start crying or something like that. But with like Ashanti, she would like step back, get quiet, and be like, I'm not gonna let you treat me like this. I'm not gonna let you treat me like this. Like, let me just get my shit and go. And yeah. And I think that's what made him like really fuck with her. Oh yeah. That's what I'm getting with this card. Like she would have boundaries. She would have boundaries with him. Oh, see, I just flipped these cards over, so this just confirms that oh my goodness, yo. I'm getting fucking good with these motherfucking cards, yo. I'm telling you. Like I barely even need these motherfuckers. Cause both of these cards was like this. I couldn't even see them. But this really confirms what I was saying. He liked the way she handled herself. Especially when he would explode. I think that she also knew how to calm him down. You know, like he would get mad at people and she would know how to talk to him in a way that would make him calm down. Yeah, cause she set up boundaries. Like, look, nigga, I'm too precious. Don't be treating me any type of way. You're not gonna be treating me like you be treating her, you know? So he really looked at her like this. He put her on a pedestal. I like how this woman is like touching her arm, you know, this is precious right here. This is precious. Don't you hurt a finger or something. Don't you be acting crazy and stuff. I'm not really sure what this card is saying. Pop up. Let me get some clarity on that card. Get some clarity on that pop-up code. Okay, yeah. So I think that him falling in love and everything, it was like unexpected. You know, I'm actually kind of feeling like uh yeah, and then I seen this. Oh Lord. And then I seen this. So he for sure did love her. Like he was not just in love but obsessed. But I'm feeling like it really caught him off guard. And to be real, I'm feeling like this may been his first love. I know he was married, had kids and everything, but I don't think that he ever loved that woman. Deb, I don't think he ever loved her, but he didn't understand that until he got with Ashanti. Like he thought he did. I feel like he thought he loved her enough. Like this is a type of woman I should love. He felt like this is the type of woman that I should make a family with. But it wasn't until Ashanti and falling in love with her like hard, uh that made him realize that he never been in love before. He never been in love before. Like it really caught him by surprise to feel the way that he felt about her. And I felt like that's why he can't get over it, cuz he like, "Damn, you got my heart, but you didn't keep it." And you like you mad about that cuz he like, "Damn, I let you get inside of me." It's almost like he resentful for, and it really don't have much to do with Ashanti. It's about his own insecurities because he wanted to keep a shell up to people. He didn't want people to get too close to him to the point that they could hurt him emotionally. Like that's like ugh to him. But she was able to get into his heart. I mean, she got in that motherfucker. Like she got in that motherfucker. Fucked him up. Fucked him up. He didn't know how to act. He didn't even know how to handle her. Like he was like lost. But he was like so he was head over heels. He really was. He was so in love. I'm really thinking that he even wanted to marry her. Hmm. He really, and I feel like she had such a huge impact on his relationship with his wife because he realized that, like, once he realized how he felt when he was in love, it was hard for him. I feel like he started to look at his wife like more like a friend than an actual lover. Cause he kind of like, I don't really have those type of feelings for you. You know, I feel like I should, but I just don't have them. Yeah, so I looked down and seen cleansing. So him like falling in love with Ashanti kind of made him want to change his life. And I feel like to this day, he kind of felt like Ashanti is like one of the only people that could get him to change. And I feel like he weak on it. Like, if she was to right now be like, you know what, Irv, I miss you and I want to give this a chance, like he will fucking jump to it. It's the wrong card to show for that emotion, but he would be like, okay, okay, because I just can't hold back no more. I just can't. Like, if she was to open that door, he will run through that motherfucker. He will run through it. Damn, this is actually kind of deep. It's deep. Okay, so I pulled the cards from up uh, under this. Also, he wanted to stop doing dirt as well. Like him being in love with Ashanti, he was actually thinking about like really getting his shit together. Like, cause he knew he was doing dirt, the type of dirt that will put you in jail. He knew he was doing that. But when he got with Ashanti, because before that he had a type of mindset like any means necessary, any means necessary. Even if he have to do jail time, he didn't even give a fuck about that. But you know what? When he got with Ashanti, he wanted to clean up, not just for, no, it was all for her, but he wanted to clean up to protect her because there was some things that he was doing um that if his enemies knew that he was really weak and in love over Ashanti, um they would have tried to either hurt her or take her away or something like that. And that was something that actually terrified him because of how strongly he felt about her. So that's why he wanted. Ooh, ooh, okay. I'm hearing like that's why he turned himself in. Oh my goodness. Cause I remember him going to jail, but did he do time? Cause I'm hearing that he beat that case. Oh my goodness. I feel like the reason why all of that had happened was because of something that he decided to stop doing. So, in retaliation, he was put into that position. And he knew that would happen, but he was willing to do it to be able to protect and to step away from, his negative attachments. And I feel like that's why he feels so betrayed because he felt like he did it for her and she didn't stay down. And that's why he felt so betrayed. But I wonder, did she even know? But yeah, yeah. Whatever that situation was, he felt like he put himself in that situation for her. And for her to not stay down, like that really devastated him. And I think that's how he got out of the situation because he was like, you know what? Fuck it. Hold, I gotta look that up. Give me a minute. I gotta look up that case. All right, so I'm looking at it, and it said that a federal jury acquitted the hip hop impresario, I don't know what that say, Irv Gotti and his brother of money laundering charges late yesterday. But when I scroll down, it said that even with a 98% conviction rate, the federal government was no match for Irv Gotti and Murder Inc. Even though it was a 98% conviction rate. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So he sold his soul for some shit, you know, or he agreed to continue to do some shit to get out of this shit. And I feel like the reason why the feds try to destroy Murder Inc. to convict. Let's see what it's talking about.
First of all, I think a lot of people don't realize this. Murder Inc. sold over 30 million albums. Yeah. We was a huge label, not just in the United States of America. Internationally. What people need to realize is when we did that record on Real with J-Lo, I don't know if they was well aware, but Sony's international machine was amazing. So that Unreal record was not just number one here. It was number one in every country in the planet Earth. And what happened was that energy bled over to Murder Inc. because J-Lo at the time was going like this and repping Murder Inc. So all of that J-Lo international energy transferred over to Murder Inc. And when that happened, Ashanti, they benefited because like we were selling 4 or 5 million records in the States. We were selling another 2, 3 outside the States. Well, you guys made $500 million. Yeah. In overall gross revenue. Yeah. $500 million. You know, it pisses me off because let me explain why. The government stopped me from making the money. When the government came in at that time, Murder Inc. was doing like over 100 million in billing for like 2 years in a row. Now, I have a joint venture agreement. So if we did that, so say in 2 years we grossed $200 million. We spent 50 million to make that 200 million or something. I'm just giving ballpark numbers, but it was something like that. Okay, so it's 150 million profit. I got a 50-50 joint venture. They owe me 75. And they was about to give me, they was giving me like a check for like 65 million. And that's why the government came in. Because if you remember, they came and raided me, but I didn't go to trial for the next 2.5 years. They held the money the whole time. As soon as they raided me, they sent a letter to the Universal Music Group, said if you give Irving Lorenzo $1, you're going to be his co-defendants. So they held the because money. You gave him that money, of which he's helping this fucking drug dealer Supreme out. So you're going to be his co-defendants. So they stopped me from getting probably like 50 to 60 million dollars. Because now, what has the Universal Music Group done? Gotti, we can't do nothing with you. We can't give you $1. Look at the letter from the government. And they hid behind that. Well, that was a very strange situation because you and Supreme have been friends from way back. Me and Supreme began our friendship around like 92, 93. Right. And so we've been friends for probably 10 years before this. And I interviewed Chris Gotti, and we talked about this in depth. That Murder Inc. was funded by, essentially illegal money coming from Supreme.
This is now him interviewing Chris Gotti. They switch over to him.
Is that accurate?
That's accurate as far as what?
As far as what you were charged with.
As far as what they tried to say, but
right.
They changed all those charges. That's not true. The government, through so many charges together just so they could get an indictment. Okay. So when the indictment came down, it was 2 charges.
I don't know. I'm kind of distracted because on his energy, I really feel Deb. Almost like he was in love with her. That's like so out of nowhere, but I'm feeling that.
What were the charges? Money laundering. Money laundering. And conspiracy to money laundering. What they tried to tie you into was bullshit. Minuscule amounts of money way late into Supreme's career. We're talking about a couple $1,000 here and there. They try to say that Supreme bankrolled Murder Inc.
Right. And it was all bullshit. It was all bullshit what they did to me so I wouldn't help Supreme fight his case. They knew I would have gave Preem the money for his lawyer to fight his case. So it was a chess move to destroy me and take all of my money. Okay? Everyone knows you could just, any idiot, forget the government, but any idiot could do the research and you could see how my rise. I put out Mike Geronimo. Garnered success, got a deal with TVT. Signed Cash Money Click. Kept it going. No huge success. Got to Def Jam, exploded. Worked with Rockefeller before Def Jam and helped Rockefeller explode, which helps me look like I'm a brain. I get to Def Jam. I'm making $60,000 a year.
That's it.
I helped with Rockefeller and Jay-Z. I signed DMX. I signed Ja Rule. DMX sells 5 million albums. His first one, we put out another album in the same year, sells another 5 million. I'm a part of Jay-Z's Hard Knock Life album because I did Can I Get Her, which was also on Rush Hour soundtrack. Jay-Z sells like 7 million or some catastrophic number. Rush Hour does like 4 million. So if you look at everything I'm a part of back there, I did work with Foxy Brown. She went like 1 million. We do the belly.
Okay. So the way that he explained it, it sounded like it was Sony. Sony, whatever deal that he was about to do with them, and I feel like maybe Sony set him up because they didn't. It's not because they could afford to give him that money, but they didn't. It wasn't about the money. It was about repositioning the power. All right. They didn't want him to be a gatekeeper. They didn't want him to continue to grow. So they wanted to weaken him. Okay. But tell me why he felt like. So what did it have to do with Ashanti, if anything? What it had to do with Ashanti? What I'm getting from this card is that it's something about the deal that he knew it was risky, but he was willing to make that risk to further push Ashanti ahead. And I'm getting like a visual of Beyonce, so it made me think that he wanted to get Ashanti in like a similar position of like Beyonce. I even see him talking to Jay-Z, and he was trying to like follow Jay-Z footsteps. Okay. Give me more of how is it tied into Ashanti, the case. Preserving knowledge and information. I'm actually hearing him talk almost like he talking to me. Like, basically I'm hearing him say that he didn't feel like he even needed the deal or wanted to take the deal. Cause I think that he was planning on taking like a different direction or something like that. Like he was just gonna be like independent or something like that and wasn't going to work with a record label. Like that was like his original thought and plan. But then when he got into this relationship, he was like started thinking bigger and he felt like he had to work with these label companies, but he was thinking on the term of getting Ashanti further in the industry. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So I think that's why he's so mad about it, cuz he felt like he took this sacrifice for Ashanti. Yeah, cuz you see this girl in the picture and she's writing. This is almost like a snap shot of his fantasy, his dream. Cause he was in love, child. He was so in love. And he like, yo, I'm finna marry this girl. We gonna be the next Jay-Z and Beyonce. We gonna build an empire together. He was thinking like that. He was thinking like that. Ooh, ooh, child. Ooh. Okay, give me more. What this have to do with Ashanti? Student reverse arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge. Unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. Okay, so this came out reverse. Student reverse. Like what I'm getting is that he seen Ashanti like his protege. Like the main reason why he's so upset at her is because he was making decisions with her in mind. But I don't think that he was really telling her, because it was almost like he didn't want to because he wanted to protect her. But he feeling like she should know his intentions, like what he was trying to do. She should understand. Um, so he was looking at this situation like, yo, I'm trying to build this legacy for us. And then you turn around and you leave me. So that's why he's so mad. But I remember hearing Ashanti say that, the way that he talk about it is one-sided. And he is looking at it from a one-sided perspective, you know. But I want to get into how was Ashanti viewing the relationship. All right. So, how was Ashanti viewing the relationship between them? How was Ashanti viewing the relationship? Mm. How was Ashanti viewing the relationship? Now, Ashanti is younger than him. Um, and it shows in the cards the age difference. I don't know how big of the age difference it is. Let me look it up. Okay, it's like a 10-year difference. So she was like really young at the time, and it's showing because she like the way that the car is coming out. It's like that student card it came out reverse again. So he's seeing her as a protege, and she's seeing herself as a protege. Like she was like a student to him, you know. Tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment. Yeah, and I'm feeling like this came out reverse. I'm also feeling like she had an innocence about her, but she looked at Irv a lot of time and was like, "Yo, you really brutal." It almost like she had a sense of fear about him. Like I think that she might have seen him maybe rough people up or be very harsh and very stern in a predicament or very mean. Um and I don't feel like she liked that. The tendency to abuse animals, people, and environment. She didn't like how he treated people. So yeah, a lot of but I don't think she shared that with him. It's a lot of things that she didn't say to him because he had a temper and she didn't want to like lose her position and everything. So it was like a lot of she had some fears. She had some fears of like really speaking her mind. Balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. Yeah. So even though she was like in a relationship with him, and I feel like in the back of her mind, she knew that it wasn't long term for her. Like I feel like she always knew that. Like this is and she thought that he felt like that too cuz you know he's in a whole marriage and shit. So um she thought that mm, yeah, I've been having like a lot of intuitive downloads, a lot about just what people are saying, like behind my back and stuff like that. So I am a little distracted, so don't mind me. Yeah, it's so intense sometimes that I be seeing visuals of like people conversations and shit. And some of the people that I really cared about and was close to, they said some really fucked up shit about me, including Bobby with your bitch ass. not just that, I feel like these people really was like coming to me to get information from me, and then they were sharing it to each other. Now these are people that, you know, they act like they was my friend, but they was teaming together to go against me. So they like screenshotting my messages and shit like that. Some of them even chopping it up and putting shit together that is not together. Um or they telling people one piece of a conversation and it will make me look in a negative light. But that's if they was to look at the whole conversation, it would be a completely different, they would have a completely different outlook. So, you know, that shit really like pisses me off because, you know, these people know that I've been through this. And the whole time that they up here like hearing my story, resonating with it, and acting like my friend, they are plotting and planning on doing me even dirtier than those motherfuckers. That's the part I can't stand the most is that nobody was just real with me. Like nobody was like an enemy in my motherfucking face. Nobody was an enemy in my face. All of them was enemies behind my back while pretending to be close to me. And the reason why they was doing that shit is because they wanted to remain close to me because they thought that they could benefit off of me. They wanted to remain close to me long enough to see what people was plotting behind the scenes was going to work. But some of them, y'all jumped ship too motherfucking soon. You jumped ship too fucking soon because they seen the enemies attack me and they see me get down, and then that's when they jump ship. That's when they start abandoning me and doing shit like that because they like, oh, okay, so I pretty much see what's going to happen now. They already on destroy her, so it's nothing I could get from her now, so let me just go back over here on this team. Y'all some bitch ass motherfuckers, and I swear to God, if any one of y'all motherfuckers was to come to me now, I wish I would. I wish I would. All right, let's go back to this. Ooh, I'm finna call on the fan, y'all. I made myself hot. Hold on, motherfuckers. Y'all some bitch ass motherfuckers. I'm so serious. Y'all some disgusting ass motherfuckers. And I can actually feel y'all at the edge of my energy. Like some of y'all want to come talk to me, but you fucking scared, bitch. Y'all some. Mm, mm, mm. I. Mm. Ooh, child. Okay, let's go. So yeah, like I was saying, that I felt like she felt that, you know, he felt the same. But yes, she always knew that she was at one point was going to end the relationship and do her own thing because from her position, her watching him and the way that he treated people and interacted with people, she really didn't like it. She didn't see herself staying long term. um Fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. Okay, yeah, you see how, and she was like wearing a mask with him. You see how the person is crying behind the mask, but the mask is smiling. So that's why they wasn't on the same page, because he was making decisions and plans for their life, but not really telling her. I almost felt like he wanted to like surprise her, like he wanted to build his life and just place her in it, you know, but it was like selfish, you know what I'm saying? Like it was a life that he wanted to build off of his own fantasies. And he like, this is my dream girl and I want to build this legacy and stuff, but he didn't really ask her like what she wanted. He just assumed that she wanted it too. Like he like was thinking from a standpoint like, why wouldn't she? You know? Like I'm planning on making you a superstar. I'm planning on making you a billionaire. Like why wouldn't you want that life? But she looking at his actions, how he treat his wife, how he treat other people, and she like she ain't fucking with it. She ain't liking it, you know? But she also not telling him, you know? I think that, you know, with this food card, fearlessly revealing emotion and helping people laugh at absurdity, like I feel like a lot of times when he was like doing actions that she really didn't like, she might laugh. Like she laugh at it, giggle and stuff, but she wasn't being like 100% real. But it's because she was young and she had some fears because, you know, she dealing with a motherfucker in a group called Murder Inc. And she feeling like he is gangster and he got connects. And she kind of feeling like he a little crazy about her. So she was afraid to really speak up, you know, to really speak up about how she truly felt about everything. But she was planning her escape. Actually, all right. So, how did Ashanti feel about Irv while they was in the relationship? Yeah, see, I find it hard to relate or understand you. Can we get on the same page? It was like unrequited love. Like she didn't feel the same. Mm. I know I have been misleading in the past, but I'm ready to show that I can be trusted. I'm ready to tell the truth. Yes, she felt as if she was being misleading, like not really speaking up, saying how she really felt. Um, but she also assumed that like she wasn't taking it as seriously as him because he was, you know, married, and I think that she even seen him like mess around with other females and stuff. Like she didn't see him as somebody who wanted to settle down. So how did she feel about him in the relationship? I can't sleep and I have so much to do tomorrow. I wish I could stop stressing. I do feel like there was a point in the relationship where she was like, she felt like he was being really serious, and she knew her plans, and she was stressed about it. Like, not only stressed, but I felt like she would feel guilty. Like, I felt like for a long time she felt guilty about what happened between them. hmm Like, she felt guilty for not loving him back for a long time. And I felt like he held that guilt over her. Like, look, sometimes I second guess myself and become full of doubt and fear. I can't hear my intuition. What they say? There was some things that she did like about the relationship. Like, I think he spoiled her in some ways, like bought her gifts and everything, made her feel special. Like, there was some things that she did like about the relationship, but it was more on a surface level, like almost like some bragging rights type shit. Like, he might buy her a new expensive bag or something, and it would make her friends like jealous or some shit. She did also feel like he was a step up from like people that she dealt with in the past, because he had power and money, he had position. So she felt like she was making like the right moves at the time. I listen more than I talk. I see what you think I don't see. I know more than I speak. I love you more than I show. I'm getting to, okay, I'm getting the fact that, because this is the King of Cups, and I'm getting the fact that, it's something about Ashanti that she have a, like she's in tune with her masculine energy. Like, she understand the way that a man thinks. And I think that's something else that made him like fall in love with her, because I think that he would even like try to like make her jealous. Like, he might bring around like this other chick or something, but she wouldn't even like trip about it. Like, she would have like an attitude like, I know that shit ain't real. Like, I'm not even stressed about it. It don't even phase me. Like, I know I'm that bitch. And he really fuck with that. Like, he just seen her as like powerful and confident and everything. And but the truth is because she wasn't in love. She just didn't love him. Oh, the other thing that I get from this card is that the fact that he was always watching her. She didn't like that. Like, it felt like he always had eyes on her. Um he was very protective over her, and she didn't like how like controlling he was. She didn't like that. I need to lighten up and stop taking things so personally. That's how she felt about him. She felt like he was always nagging, like a moody ass fucking Cancer. Like, she really felt like, damn, dude, Your ass is always in your feelings. That's how she felt like. She felt like he was very emotional, like, but in a different way. He showed his emotions through like anger. So he was always like getting his feelings hurt, taking things personally. And she was like, damn, chill, lighten up. And that's why he loved her, because I feel like she was the type to lighten up the mood. Like, if she was like in a group with the dudes and they, you know, like my dick bigger than yours contest or some shit like that, they was like in their ego. She knew how to lighten up the mood. She knew how to stop the beef, you know. I'm doing a lot better and getting on my feet. Um, what I'm actually getting from this card is the fact that she knew that she was going to leave him eventually. Okay, so let's get more into how she felt about him, because I wonder, like, was she like attracted to him? I'm getting that she was kind of, it's kind of like, hmm, I don't really feel like she was attracted to the way that he looked, but she was attracted to his power, like him being like a hustler and everything. The way that he moved in some aspects was attractive to her. All right, what I want to also look into is how did she view Debbie? How did Ashanti view Debbie? Actually, I want to. Okay, if these come back out, this come back out, I'll take it. How did she view Debbie? uh, I feel like she viewed Debbie as somebody that was like a doormat. I mean, I think that it wasn't a competitive energy. Like, she wasn't ever competing with Debbie, but she felt like Debbie should love herself enough to leave the relationship. But she kind of viewed Debbie as one of those women that um they was like afraid to do for themselves, or what's the word? What's the word? Like codependent. She felt like Debbie was very dependent on Irv, and that's what kept her stuck. But I kind of felt like she was rooting for Debbie. Yeah, like rooting for her to leave this situation, to do better because I felt like she knew that Irv didn't love her. She knew that. Bad advice, rejection of your ideals, dreams by others. She also felt like Irv was abusive towards her, and she felt like that's why Debbie didn't love herself because she dealt with years of abuse from Irv. So she looked at Debbie like a battered woman. Um, Decisions made too hastily, unsound business, judgment, bad luck sneaks up on you unexpectedly, money or investments may be lost. Hmm. She also looked at Debbie as a cautionary tale, like, I don't want to be like you. I don't want to be in your shoes. And that was another reason why she didn't see long term with Irv. Anger, anger, revenge. Someone is trying to get even with you, loss of material possessions, salary, and lawsuit. The moral path was not taken. You're getting a reputation as underhanded and undependable. Recognize your part. Okay, so what I'm getting from this is that Ashanti was concerned about her reputation. She was concerned about her and Irv relationship coming out. What I'm also feeling is that Debbie talked to Ashanti. Debbie might have had even been very upset at Ashanti, like call her and be like making her feel bad about dealing with a married man, like call Ashanti just to cuss her out. That's outside my window, y'all. Yeah, because I'm feeling like Debbie was mad at Ashanti, calling her like a home wrecker and shit like that. I felt like at some point Ashanti felt Debbie rage at some point. Oh, they go that King of Cups again. Ooh, child. Guard your possessions. Someone may try to separate you from your money. Possible death or embezzlement. Hmm. I think majority of the time, the way that Ashanti looked at Debbie was like, girl, you like making all the wrong moves. Like, I feel like she would look at Debbie's situation and will be thinking of like solutions. Like, girl, if I was in your shoes, I'd be stacking my money and everything. This conversation might have been had. Like, Debbie could have had first called her, like, I hate you. You broke up my marriage. But Ashanti, like, talked to her, like, girl, this is my side of the story. And then it turned into a conversation, like, Ashanti, like, giving her advice of how to get out of this situation. Yeah, because I'm almost like hearing Ashanti be like, I never wanted to hurt you and everything to be real. You know, I thought this, I thought that, yada, yada, yada. And then it turned into a conversation about the type of person that Irv is. And they may have conversated around the time that Irv was going through the court situation. Hmm. Okay. Mm. Looked over and seen the Ten of Swords. I do feel like Ashanti, yeah, I do feel like Ashanti felt bad about her part, her position. But I also feel like Ashanti had like a higher understanding. Like I don't feel like she wanted to hurt Deb. She wanted to compete with her. I don't feel like that. People fighting, y'all. It's so funny because I got the fighting card. Oh my goodness. Caution. You may have to resort to underhanded methods to get a project pushed through. Competition, greed, and lust for power. Ooh. Yo, I'm actually getting the fact that they might have had even worked together. Hmm. Mm. Secret opposition to your plans. A rival challenges your authority. There is no way to do this argument. Would be a part of every day, a frustrating and difficult time ahead, households, bad luck, and nuisance. Clarity on that code. Yeah. I feel like at some point, I don't think they was friends, but I feel like they kind of like talk things out. I'm sorry if it get loud because it sounds like this fight is escalating. So if y'all could hear that, my apologies. Testing. Okay. And I kind of feel like she brought Deb some clarity. Like she explained things to her in a way that helped her to move forward. Yeah, cause I almost getting like Ashanti telling her like, okay, this is what he was telling me. This is what I knew. I never wanted to hurt you or to get between y'all, but I thought that y'all was separated when we started dating. And he really don't care about you. Like I don't really feel like he love you and you should like move on because like I'm not the only person that he messes with and everything, and the way that he talk about you, I don't think that he really loves you. So I think that, woman to woman, I'm letting you know that I think that it's best if you move on. Like I plan on moving on too. Like I'm looking into my future. Like I'm no longer in a relationship. Like for some reason, I felt like when they talked that Irv and Ashanti relationship was already on the end, like ending. Our Ashanti was so disconnected from it that she was pulling away, but she haven't fully communicated with Irv that that's what she was doing. I feel like I should have watched that interview where he talked about um that part. So let me pull that up. I'm not gonna pull it up on screen. I'm gonna play the recording. I might start doing that more because there's people that's not liking what I'm saying about the industry and stuff like that. So they might try to do like little petty shit like uh try to get my video taken down and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna start moving a little different. So I'll be back once I find that video. I don't know why I can't really find that part. I did find like some short clip. See.
I honestly don't give one single fuck, yo. And I'm telling you the truth. I'm not like, oh my God, I'm fucking Ashanti. Look how good she is. Nigga, that's y'all. I honestly don't give one single fuck.
He lying. But I did come across a video that said that Ashanti put Irv on blast because she said that they never had an intimate relationship. So let's check that out.
Want to turn your clothes into cash? Sell them on Vinted. Download the app today.
Get paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit. Install the Chime app today and get started.
Blacks don't mess around. We different from 90.
What's up, y'all? It's Naturi Naughton, aka Tasha from Power. Want to make sure y'all go head over to nightanddaynetmarket.com. Get you some melanin merch, t-shirts, shoes, bags.
What love is, and that's why he was so emotional and so hurt.
I know.
And that the reason that basically that you guys dissolved was because of Nelly.
It's crazy. Irv is very emotional. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a cancer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that explains a lot. Oh, explains a lot. But Irv is. That was a lot of stress that he dealt with, and I feel like a lot of things, a lot of statements he made were coming from more of an emotional place than the truth.
That's exactly what I was. Yo, I'm getting good as fuck with these readings. Like, I'll be impressing my motherfucking self. I ain't even bragging. It's just that. I don't know why I can't find the part of the interview that he actually talked about her. Like, it's almost like they deleted that part.
Let him fucking Ashanti go. Ooh, niggas don't know that, Gotti. I could have been a fucking monster to her. I only recorded, what, 4 albums or whatever like that? I think 7. I had like 3 more to go. I signed and let her go free. She went to college after that. Whatever she went to, she was free to do written entertainment. But nigga, I could have been the bad, salty, bitter guy and said, no, bitch, you got to give me some bread.
So you gotta stop calling them bitches. Go ahead.
You're right.
All right, so yeah. I can only find like bits and pieces of that part. I can't really find like the whole thing where he talked about the part with her. Okay, so Yeah, that really explains some of the reading though, that particular clip, because I'm talking about this part with talking to Deb, because I'm feeling like around the time that they communicated, Ashanti kind of like gave Deb some tea of like what's her plans. Cause I feel like near the end, Ashanti was just kind of like playing the game so she could get what she needed. And I don't feel like it's like on a like she trying to use him. It's like she had to tiptoe around his emotions. Like she didn't want to set him off. So she had to move strategically. And I think that she was telling Deb to do the same fucking thing. Because look, it was one card that really points at his emotions. It wasn't this one. I think it's this one. Lack of concentration and inability to think clearly. Your mind is racing with too many thoughts. It's not this one. I think it's this one. Bad advice, rejection of your ideals and dreams by others, unsound business judgment, bad luck sneaks up on you. Da, 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 da. Nah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking about a combination of all of them. But I thought it was a card that really point at how he wasn't really that stable emotionally. Like he was just very emotional ass person. Anger, revenge. Mm-mm. Okay, so, and I'm gonna go ahead and ask if they had an intimate relationship, and I'm feeling like they did. I'm feeling like they did. So I don't know that video. I couldn't make it through it because it was slowed down. I don't like the way it sounds. So. And I felt like the video was kind of like clickbait. So recovery. Did they have a sexual relationship? I felt like they did. Did they have a sexual relationship? Helpful people. Actual angels. These cards be making me mad sometimes. I looked over and seen no. I don't really believe that. Did they have a sexual relationship? They say listen to your intuition. And my intuition is saying, yeah, they did. Yes, I want to see how it was though. I'm not gonna be tapping into people's sex lives all the time though. I'm not gonna be doing it, but it's kind of relevant with this one. Cause I was having a visual earlier, like to be real, I feel like Ashanti like turned his ass the fuck out. Okay, to be real, cause I was having a visual of her like in lingerie and shit, and because she confident, like she would put on lingerie and she would do stuff that Dale wouldn't do, and she had a like he had experiences where he would cheat on Deb, um but he would cheat on Deb with girls that he don't have like no emotional attachment with. So it's different when you having sex with somebody that you really don't care about. But when you having sex with somebody that you in love with, that's on a whole nother level. And I felt like he was already falling in love before they started having sex. So when they did have sex, it was like amazing to him. That's how I'm feeling But I don't feel like it was the same with her. I don't feel like that. Mm, mm. How is the sexual relationship for Ashanti? Like, how was it with her? See, yeah, let me cater to you, and I could never resist you. Okay, this is giving me that visual. Like her with lingerie. I don't know. I feel like this is a visual that stays in his head. Cause I'm seeing them in like it looked like a penthouse cause there's a window, but it's real high up. It's nighttime. You could see like the lights and stuff. Maybe it's New York. And him laying on the bed and her coming out in lingerie and she like sits on top of him and like rubs on his chest and conversate. She talks to him. And that shit like really does something. It really did something for him. He was like so in it. How was the sexual relationship? He was sprung. Sprung. Is there someone else? I'm so aroused by your mind, body, and soul. Like he really fell hard for Ashanti. Damn. I want you to myself. He got super possessive. That's another thing. Like after she gave it to him, he became like super possessive. Super possessive. Like I can't resist you. Is there somebody else? Like, cause I can't do without you now. You gonna put that good on me? I'm sprung now. Like I would hurt somebody if they even look at your ass. Woo, child. Ooh, she had him sprung like a motherfucker. Like, damn. Damn. And you know, Ashanti, she a bit of a freak, you know? Like she was willing to try new things and she was able to get him to try things. It's something about Ashanti, yo. It's something about her. But what I'm getting with this though, like yeah, he might have gave her a few orgasms, but I think that it was from like maybe head or something. But I feel like especially at that time, Ashanti was in a performer in the bedroom. Like she's loud and she's um a performer. Like she will fake an orgasm, you know, to make you feel good, to make you feel connected. I'm working on changing things. Hmm. Oh no. This came out this way. Give me clarity on the I'm working on changing things. I think that's pointing at the fact that um and you know what, bitch? I'm thinking Stacy. Okay, I'm going back into my personal life again. My bad, y'all. Especially for the people who don't know, you could kind of like skip over this, but bitch, I think that was you in my comments when I was talking about my cars because I made these. Um, I used to get like these comments from somebody who would say shit about my work, like, you ain't all of that, this and this and that. Bitch, that was you. And you know, I got that email from somebody And I'm starting to think that was you too. That person deleted their whole fucking channel, even though they brag about having more subscribers than me. I think that was you. And I was cool with her at that time, but this bitch was already fucking hating. Ooh, bitch. Girl, bring your ass outside, bitch. Bring your ass in the public. This girl on completely hid. Where the fuck you at, bitch? I know you fucking watching me. Bring your ass out with your scary ass. Okay, yeah. Chow, chow, chow. Mm, mm. And I think Ashanti, like, she got that snapback. She got that good. She got that mm. Mm. Like, you try to hold out, but you just can't. Like, you try, but you just can't. And I think that made him like feel like a little insecure, but that's why I think I got the I'm working on changing things, cause ooh, he was just so sprung. He would come quick as fuck. You know, he just couldn't help it. He couldn't help but come that quick. And you know, she was nice about it. Like, I think she would even, like, when she know he about to come, she would start to fake an orgasm with him. Oh yeah, that's why. Oh my goodness, bruh. That's why that one card came out. Ooh, bitch. Now I'm working on this card. Cause she didn't want him to feel bad about coming so quick. So she would just pretend that, you know, she coming with him. So he up here thinking like, oh, we so connected that we having an orgasm together. Like, you my soulmate. That's how he feeling. But she over there like on some other shit. She over there like, this is fun for just right now, but you know, this is not forever. This is not forever. Inshallah. All right, so now I'm finna dig into the situation with Nelly. Like, what happened? Like, did a relationship overlaps? Cause he made it seem like, well, the part that I seen, cause I was only able to see like a snippet, and I think it's because it was in the impressive video, but he was like, he found out that she was dating Nelly when she showed up at like a award show or something with him. And I think at that time they was like supposed to been together. So yeah. All right, let me get the cards together and then I will be back. Yo, every so often, yo, for the next few videos, I might have to talk about shit every once in a while because I'm purging, okay? You know, because, bitch, and I think it was your ass, bitch, that was in my motherfucking comments. Now, I was thinking that it was that Mexican girl that he was fucking with, but it could have been you. And I remember mentioning to him, like, yo, it's some chick in my comments that be making, that saying shit. And I would say that I think it's that girl, but he was like, nah, I don't think it's her or whatever. Because I think that he knew it was you, bitch. I think he knew it was you. Y'all so fucking scandalous, yo. Y'all so scandalous. God damn, bruh. God damn. Damn, damn, damn. Ooh, 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 ooh. Wow. And I know he would do some shit like this because I remember that story that you told me about a girl that you talked to and she did something to betray you. So what you did in return was to get with her sister. You remember that fucking story? I do, bitch. I remember that fucking story. So I know that you that fucking low down, dirty, and scandalous. But Stacy, I don't know why, but I thought better of you, bitch. Cause this bitch will go around calling me her best friend. Damn, bitch. Damn, bitch. Wow. Wow. And you know, I think the only reason she did it is because she in some secret competition. She wanted what I had. And I think it's weird that that motherfucking Bobby, he up there like, gonna say to me once, like, there's people that would do anything to have your life. And I'm like, to switch places with you. Cause y'all was up there plotting. Y'all some scandalous ass motherfuckers. I don't fuck with y'all. I don't fuck with you. And bitch, Stacy, your ass gonna have to come out the closet one motherfucking day, bitch. Or I'ma drag you out that bitch. Cause I ain't gonna forget, ho. I ain't gonna forget. Let's clear the energy. And you know, I just keep thinking like, I know if you could have had got to my husband, you would have had tried the same shit. That's how scandalous this bitch is. It was the same, you know. Yeah, okay. All right. All right. Ever so often, y'all, I got to purge it. I got to purge it. All right. So, okay, the situation between Irv, Ashanti, and Nelly. What was that about? Some similar cards here. Now Nelly is a Scorpio. So They had some chemistry. They had some chemistry. I really felt like when she started fucking with Nelly, like Irv didn't really have a chance. Matter of fact, I felt like when she started fucking with Nelly, she started to pull away from Irv, like disappearing. I am getting a sense that Irv thought that they were still like in a relationship. I am getting that. And Ashanti is like telling him like she busy and stuff like that, but she actually off fucking with Nelly. Woo. And the single card came out, but it came out reverse. So I think that she was saying that she was single. And I think that, like, according to her philosophy, she was. I feel like the relationship between Nelly and Ashanti, I'm kind of feeling like it started out kind of like friends with benefits, though. Like, it started out really sexual. Like, they both wasn't quick to be like, um, oh, I'm in love, I'm in a relationship with you. It kind of started out like, we attracted to each other, like, let's hook up sometimes, but then, things turn serious. Hmm. I need some clarity on this card. It came out reverse, but I almost felt like with this card that it was like a conversation between, like, an honest conversation, like she had with Nelly, like her telling him what was going on, because I felt like Ashanti kind of feared Irv, like his reaction and what he would do. And I feel like she talked to Nelly about it and they kind of like made a plan on how they was going to handle this. But it was like both tiptoeing around Irv emotions and everything. So it's like it may have been a situation that she felt kind of protected by Nelly. But let me get some clarity with that. Clarity on the intervention card. Irv is a very emotional person. Clarity on the I'm actually feeling like she might have been telling Irv that she didn't want to have a relationship anymore. Like she was ready to move on. And he might have even been asking her, like, is it somebody else and shit like that? And her not completely telling the truth. But I'm saying not completely because I feel like her and Nelly started out friends with benefits. And then it turned into something more. But I'm also getting the fact that she kind of used Nelly in the beginning to break this cycle. Like she planned that award show to get the message out to Irv that is over. Hell yeah. Because he was in denial and he didn't want to let go. So it's like she did it to get the message to Irv that, look, bruh, I'm done. I'm done. And then after that, it like escalated. But I think at the beginning, they was like really cool friends, her and Nelly. And Nelly was like, you know, I'm willing to help you out. All right. So what happened after that? Mm, Hmm. What happened after that? I'm feeling like things went south. Like, um, okay, what I'm getting from this is that like, hmm, hmm. Okay, what I'm kind of getting from this is that, hold on, y'all. Okay, so I'm feeling like after that, um, like there was a break in a relationship with Nelly and Ashanti, but I'm feeling like the reception from like the fans made them like come back together. And it might have started out like some publicity type shit. I'm also getting the fact that Irv got quiet. I'm feeling like Irv didn't respond in a manner that Ashanti thought he was going to respond. I'm getting a feeling like he went silent, but that's because he was plotting. He was doing things behind the scene. Hmm. Okay, and then what happened after that? Okay, so what I'm getting is that like Ur could be really petty and childish. He might have even tried to start blackballing her in the industry. Like what I'm getting from this alien card, that I'm getting alienated. Like he was, yeah, he was trying to like destroy her. That's what I'm getting. Like he was trying to make it where she wasn't able to do shit else. And I feel like he low key became obsessed, high key. and still being sprung as fuck. He was so damn sprung. Like, I think he still is. I don't think that he could really shake it. Like, okay, so what I'm getting with this is that first he was silent. And while he was silent, he was being petty, like behind the scenes, trying to destroy her and shit like that. But then, because he is in love with her, I felt like he came back because he felt like the pressure of her moving on. Because I felt like at first, he, I'm feeling like at first, when he got quiet, he thought that she was going to come back. Because when he did his comparison in his head between him and Nelly, he felt like he was the catch because maybe he had more money than Nelly or had more power than him. So he felt like she was going to come back. And then as time was to go by, he started to get like triggered and getting mad and shit like that. So then he tried to blackball her. And then he thought for sure that she was going to come back after that, after he tried to destroy her, because he felt like I'm the gatekeeper. And if she would have came back, he would have took her, because he sprung on that. Can you give me more? He sprung on that. And I feel like at one point he did try to chase her. Like, see, this came after the time is up. So after some time on lapse and she's not coming back and she's not playing into his games like he wanted her to, then he went after her. And how he acted when he went after her. Because I'm kind of feeling like he came at her kind of childishly. Like trying to make it seem like, you know, he ain't that bothered, he ain't that hurt. How he acted when he was trying to come back. I might gotta get another deck for that. Hmm. I think that he tried to come back on some bullshit. Like maybe some type of business type shit or whatever. Like, you know, we need to have this meeting and conversation because we got to talk about this business. But in reality, he just wanted to pull her in to like tell her that he still got feelings and he felt like they supposed to be together and shit like that. But at that point, he don't did so much bullshit behind the scenes. And it was never like that for her. Like, I don't think she ever was in love with him. Um, she was like, you know, hell, I don't even like you. I don't even want to talk to you. I think at that time, she was angry. So, and I think that in response, he made it seem like he was angry too. And he's trying to justify his anger. Like, you broke my heart. You broke my heart, so I had to break yours. Type shit. All right, so in part 2, I'm gonna ask about Ashanti and Nelly, and I'm gonna ask about Irv and Debbie. So come back, stay tuned.